There we go. All right, guys. So this is our family advisory on January 29th, 2021. I just have a few important things to go over with you. So today we're finishing up our iReady for reading and math, and some kids are not going to be finished, and that's okay. I knew that was going to happen. It takes a really long time to administer this test. So we did get permission to have it go into next week, and if you need to finish it, I can open up some extra testing times, or we can continue. If the majority of you are not finished, we can continue in this class, okay? So I'm going to take a look at everybody's scores for math and reading to see if you're finished. If most of you are not, we have to just go to Monday. I don't want you to take your own time unless maybe you're the only person. And I don't mind opening up a test session for you at all. So parents, I'm going to go ahead and send their growth reports home once every child is done, okay? So you'll get to see their growth from the very beginning of the year, everyone took this test, to today. So you'll see their growth in math as well as reading. So those reports will go home to you, like I said, as soon as everyone is finished. I wanted to let you guys know about the video game club. So I think it started yesterday. Can one of my kids unmute and let me know if you did
Yes,
go?
it did.
Great. Okay, so Micah and Morris, how did it go, and how many people were there?
It was really fun, and there
great,
were
and I don't really know.
there were about 30 people there.
That's great. Now, tell me how they did it. Like, how were you guys grouped up, and how did you play against each other, and that sort of thing?
So basically, yeah, the teacher that was administering it put us in breakout rooms, and then we just used the online play functionality of the game.
Okay.
And we played Among Us. It was really fun.
That is so great. So those of you who are looking to maybe meet some new people, play some video games with other kids your age, it's a great group. And I believe it's Miss Grace, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, she's so great. Miss Grace, Miss Goss, she is the school counselor, and she's wonderful. So those of you who are, it's not too late is what I'm basically saying. Ryder, go ahead. You have a question?
Can I just take my e-period test without having to go to a unit test proctoring? Because it's just e-period.
Ryder, you threw me for a loop because we were talking about video games. So sorry, hold on, okay? And I promise I'll get to that. I'm sorry, I should have said, did you guys have any questions about the video game club? Anybody? Okay, if you do, put your hand in the chat, or you can just unmute. Our class is small. Okay, we're going to do another movie night. So on Monday, I asked the kids what movies they would like to watch. I got a bunch of suggestions, and then I had this class vote. I had my other two classes vote as well. And overwhelmingly, the movie was Home Alone. Now, I haven't seen Home Alone since I was a kid myself. I don't remember it being inappropriate. It's PG. I am allowed to show PG movies, so that is going to be the movie. Now, I know some people were arguing it's a Christmas movie, but really it just happens during Christmas time. I don't have the date yet. It'll either be next Friday or the following Friday. I will email that out to everyone. So any questions? I see some hands in the chat about anything we've talked about so far. Ocean?
So, about the video games, do they have multiple games that we'll be playing, or is it just Among Us?
I know it's just Among Us because we do have to get permission slips for each game that's played above a certain rating, and I don't even know what the ratings are for video games, but that's the one that it is. So for right now, it's just Among Us. That doesn't mean it will, it can change in the future, but right now that's the only one. Okay.
I love Among Us.
It does sounds like you guys really love that game. I've heard a lot of good stuff from kids, although I don't know what it is myself. I've watched videos on it just to kind of be in the loop, but I still don't quite get the concept yet. Bella?
About the movie night in Home Alone, which one are we going to watch, the first, second, or third one?
First one. I'd say we should probably watch the first one because a lot of kids actually have never even heard of the movie. So I would like to start with the first one. Yeah, Micah hasn't seen it. So it'll be the first Home Alone movie, okay? And that will be either next Friday or the following Friday after that. So not today. Okay, so let me cross that off my list. Next Friday, we're going to play a family Kahoot. I would love it if you guys could bring your parents next Friday, okay? So parents, if you don't know what Kahoot is, it's an online game where you play against everybody else in the class. and I'm going to do pop culture because I think that would be a fun one. I'm going to try to get pop culture from 2020. That doesn't mean it's out there, a good one at least, but it'll be pop culture. And I figured if the questions are a little bit on the older side, us, the adults will be able to answer them. And if they're super new, then it'll be the kids. So it'll be a good one to play just for fun. And you guys can see what a Kahoot is if you haven't played one. I am also going to have optional, let's see, we're going to switch to, we're about a month out now. So we've got about a month left to finish the second trimester of work. So I would like to start scheduling conferences. Now, I don't need to do conferences. They're not mandatory or anything. I just feel like this is such a strange year that it's important for us to stay connected. So parents, I would really like it if you would schedule a conference with me, but it's going to be optional. So I'm going to send out the schedule for that next week. And if you could just sign up for a time, it'll probably be over the next couple of weeks. I just want to check in with you before the third trimester. I'd like to just see how you're doing as a parent. I know online stuff is really difficult. It's very difficult for me too, when my son has online learning. And then also I want to just see how your kids are doing. And your children can be there, but it's not mandatory either. If you want a private conference, that is fine too. So again, I'll set those up next week. And last on my agenda, parents, I'm going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell the kids too. I am grading work now for 5 different subjects, and I'm getting files from every single kid for 5 different subjects. So I have so many different files on my computer, and I don't think anyone's naming them correctly. So I am just going to put it out there that I would really, really appreciate it, guys. And it's going to be mandatory for the last trimester that you need to name your files correctly. I'm getting names like science, but it's really hard for me because it downloads. And then when I go to get it, I don't know what science it is. Or if I'm going to grade it later, I don't know who it is. It doesn't say who it's from. It doesn't say what science assignment. So basically just copy and paste the actual assignment into the file. That would be really, really, really helpful. I'm also getting stuff that's just named thing or thingy or thingy 1 and 2. I'm not kidding. So it's just really, really hard for me to grade. I need the subject matter as well as your name and the assignment. So I'll go over that more specifically with the students, but parents, if you could help remind them to name their files correctly, that would be helpful. That's just something I didn't even realize would be a problem because we've never had to do that before. And when I've assigned online stuff in the past, it's all come to me and it's just been one assignment, one subject. So it's been pretty easy to decipher. And that is it. Let me go ahead and stop this recording so you can turn your screens back on. And then you guys can talk about anything you would like. Parents, if you have any questions, give me 1 second. I'll tell you when it stops.